Next up, with 2 hurricanes and the start of the ongoing pandemic, 2020 was not a normal year.
Not normal at all. But what may surprise you, many Acadiana sugarcane farmers are in a somewhat abnormal year. They say it turned out to be a very, very good one, and 2021 could be even better. Scott Brasda has more from St. Martinville.
The Louisiana Sugarcane Cooperative Sugar Mill rests over either of my shoulders. Last year, they took in 1.4 million tons of sugarcane. This year, they weren't sure. There were hurricanes, a pandemic. Guess what? 1.8 million tons, a near record.
We've been blessed with good yields this year and fair weather. It wasn't overly dry, wasn't overly wet, but all in all, it's been a good season.
So what went right? Well, for one thing, while those aforementioned hurricanes, Laura and Delta, were indeed causes for concern, the storms were relatively kind on Acadiana sugarcane farmers.
But we were lucky in that both the storms that hit this area and impacted, even though it laid the cane down, it really didn't twist up and break the cane. And so we were very fortunate in that.
Casting an even wider net was 2020's version of the pandemic. Many businesses had to shut down. Some folks could work from home. But sugarcane growers were forced to watch the clock, and particularly from October to early January, get back into the fields.
They couldn't really wait around, everything is very timely. You got to fertilize your crop, you have to spray for insects and for fungal disease, and if you miss those windows, you're not going to have a crop.
From Vermilion to Rapides, Lafayette to Iberville, about 65 farmers from a 45-mile radius in 12 parishes use the Louisiana Sugarcane Co-op, or LaSUCA for short, in St. Martinville. With more acreage being used for sugarcane, grinding season went on for about a month longer than normal. In fact, LaSUCA took in its last delivery of cane only a week ago.
We've had a really late finish to harvest, but that actually could help next year's yields, because the later you harvest the cane crop, generally, the better the subsequent crop comes back the next spring.
1.8 million tons of sugarcane at the mill right here in St. Martinville last year. What about next year? I think we're just going to have to wait and see. So many other factors out there, a little bit out of their control, but the prognosis is good. In St. Martinville, Scott Brasda, KATC TV3.